name's Nate Doss. I'm from Capitola, California. I'm 27 years old and I'm a professional disc golfer. We're here at Folly Beach in Charleston, South Carolina. Been here for the last 3 days, relaxing on the beach. Been a long disc golf season. It's the end of September now, and just been enjoyed the beach and just kind of relaxing. It's been very nice. So yeah, it's Friday and the tournament starts in 5 days, but really the major preparation has started months ago. I started thinking about this tournament, years ago, but really after the Vibram Open this year, just kind of said, all right, I want to really focus on the USDGC and focus on the skills that it's going to take to play well at Winthrop. Been working on my game, but more mentally working on my game and trying to be mentally prepared. Winthrop takes a lot of mental soundness, because there's going to be good things, there's going to be bad things that happen, and you kind of just have to take it all in stride. So been really just working on being mentally strong and mentally ready to play and just confident. First time at the USDGC was in 2001. I was 16. It was my first big trip out to the USDGC. At that point, I hadn't been able to play. I had qualified, but I hadn't been able to play, because of basketball, or just too young, or whatever it might have been. But that was the first year that I told Coach. I said, hey, I'm going to miss some practice, and I went out to the USDGC and I met up with Harold and Steve Rico, and that was it was really just an unbelievable experience. I remember just stepping onto the course, for the first time, and seeing all the yellow rope, and I'd heard a lot about it and read a little bit about it in the magazines here and there, but just hadn't really seen it or even knew what to expect. And when I got there, it was just an unbelievable experience. And I actually had a pretty good tournament for being 16 and not having a lot of experience. Had to blow up on the second to last hole, of course, hole 17. I think it was an 11 that I ended up with, 5 just in the water, and just totally frustrated. But I will say that I'm proud of the fact that I did cash that first year, and me and Juliana tied. Juliana Sinclair, now at the time Juliana Corver, we tied, and it was really just a great experience. But being a kid, I was just so upset with how it turned out. I was having a great final round. I actually, being a kid, and don't recommend this, kids, but walked over to the edge of the lake. Everybody was on the finishing up the tournament, and I walked over to the edge of the lake and just kind of didn't aggressively throw them into the water, but I just kind of plunked all my discs down into the water. I never thought that I'd play disc golf after that. I was so mad and upset with myself, but overall it was a great experience, and that was the day that I learned one of the most important things I ever learned in disc golf, was that I have to learn something new every single day out on the course. I have to learn how to handle with pressure and things like that. So yeah, it was a great experience, definitely. I would say that the tournament has changed, just leaps and bounds, from the amount of hype, the amount of players, the amount of spectators, the amount of money. It all just, kept building every single year. It was like I was there in 2001, but I didn't get to come back the next couple of years because I was playing basketball in high school, and I was able to play in the summer, but I wasn't able to play there. And the tournament just kept getting bigger and bigger. And the same 2 guys kept winning it. Barry and Ken were just dominating that tournament because they're the best players ever to live, and especially at that time they were just hitting their stride. But and then Dave Felberg, I think, kind of broke the barrier for everybody in 2005. He won the USDGC, which for him was an awesome achievement, and I think kind of showed everybody that somebody else could win. And years later, in 2008, I was lucky enough to win the USDGC. It was a great experience, a great week. Hopefully it happens again. But I think it was 2007. The payout was $15,000. Ken won that year, and I won, I think, $12,500. So I mean, it was definitely the biggest payout that I'd ever had to this date, and may ever have. You know, you never know. But so the tournament just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger until, you know, last year when it was announced that the USDGC would not be played as it normally would. And I think the bubble popped, if you want to put it that way, or it got so big and so popular that there were so many people that wanted to play, that for one reason or another the organizers had to, you know, take the tournament away for all the professionals. And it was really a sad day, I think, for everybody. Extremely sad for me, and frustrating and upsetting, and probably did drop a tear or two for it. But you know, we're back here in 2012, and it's a little weird. You know, it's definitely a weird experience, and we haven't played here in 2 years basically, and now the tournament is even smaller. I had to qualify for this tournament this year, qualified at the Memorial, and it was, you know, of course I knew that I would qualify, or I hoped that I would, but it was still kind of nerve-wracking. And I signed up the very next day. I was the first person to sign up for this year's USDGC, and you know, it's changed a lot. It's changed from a tournament that really set the standards to a tournament that now is kind of changing, ever changing, and I think we all kind of feel nervous every year that it's over. You know, who knows, we might not play it the next year. So just kind of enjoying the fact that we are playing this year. Ever since I was a kid, the most important thing I was looking forward to was just the course. Winthrop Gold is you know, though there may be some roads and parking lots and artificial OB, it's still such a pretty course, such a pretty time of year in Rock Hill, and the university and the organizers of the tournament, just, you know, you can tell that they really put a lot of pride into making the course just look as good as it can, and it always does. So I look forward to, you know, this being on the first tee. You know, today we're heading up to Rock Hill, and it's 5 days before the tournament. You know, I'm sure there will be some guys there practicing, but it won't be as packed as it will be, you know, on Monday or Tuesday. But I just look forward to driving in and stepping up to the first tee, and then, you know, just that first round that you know, your name gets announced, and you throw the first hole. Hopefully you make it through the trees and get down there for a birdie on the first hole, start the tournament off right. But it's an amazing feeling that you get, and you look forward to that. You, as a player, you just look forward so much to that high quality of play, high level of the course, and just the high pressure that is put on you when you step out on the course. So looking forward to it, definitely. Let's get out of town. Let's get up there and get some practice in. Let's do this. Let's get out of here. Come on, pack it up. We're going to the USDGC, Rock Hill. Just leaving the beach. Time to get back to work. It's enough relaxation, trying to get stressed out again. Not really stressed out, just excited to get out of town and get on up in there. Let's do it.